Welcome, I'm Dini and thank you for joining me for today's Flosstube. And welcome back for those of you who have been following me for, well, ages. It's been a while since I've been up here. And I was doing Flossmas the last time I filmed. Well, not the last time I filmed, the last time I actually uploaded something. Because for those of you who do not know, I am a medical doctor and I used to work in the emergency room, and last year was hard. So hard that I think about a week before Christmas, while I was filming my floss tubes, I couldn't get 5 minutes in without starting to cry. And I mean, really cry. I was so overworked, I was so angry, I was done. I couldn't talk, I was cranky all the time, I was really angry all the time, and it just didn't work for me anymore. I couldn't come on here and be happy. And I stopped the videos, and I'm sorry for that, but my health at that point went first, and I got some help. I have lovely colleagues who realized something was wrong. We had an in-house counselor. I had a chat with her. She really made me see things, and then I had to do the hardest part of all, which was admit to my family that I wasn't doing so good. I'm still getting back there. It's been so long that I haven't been stressed out, as in I worked in hospitals for 8 years. I don't know if I know how not to be stressed. This really sounds depressing, but at least I'm doing much better. I'm sleeping, which sounds normal. It wasn't normal anymore. I changed jobs in between. For those of you who have been following me before, I was accepted to the program to become a GP, which is a pretty big thing in the Netherlands. For those who do not know, I'm Dutch, kind of orangey today, but yeah, it's a big thing to do, and I actually quit a month early, so I had a month off, and that month I slept. I lost my crafty bug. I didn't want to stitch, I didn't want to diamond paint, I didn't want to do anything resin, anything at all. I think I knit during that period, which is strange because I've never knitted before, but I knitted something. It looks horrible, but I knitted something. That was all I could do, and I listened to Bridgerton. Love those books, love them. So yeah, that's what's been happening. And with all that said, we're just gonna do a floss tube because I got my crafting bug slowly back. I love my new job. I'm working 8 to 5. I don't need to work weekends. I only need to do 20 shifts in an entire year instead of 20 shifts a month. And 20 shifts, I mean the besides the office hours, so evening, night and weekends. I only need to do 20 of those in an entire year. My life used to be made up of those hours. Now I actually have time to come home and cook and to work out and to have a normal weekend like everybody else. I haven't been happier. I haven't been feeling so good. I'm not stressed out anymore. I am the most relaxed person in my group. We started with 55 in the location I started, so 55 people who are gonna be GPs, and I'm the most relaxed one in my group. There's no stress, nobody's dying. Well, some people are dying, but they're not dying right this instant, and not every day, all the time. Stress, you know, stress. This is, oh, you hurt your thumb. Okay, let's take a look. Very tranquilo, let's say it like that. So we're just gonna skip all this. If you're still here, thank you, because we do have a lot of stitchy stuff. Because when I'm sad, I buy stuff, and I did have a lot of orders coming in after I stopped filming, well, after I stopped posting. So I've got a lot of stuff here. I actually just grabbed all my whips because I think I worked on all of them since then. So it might be a long one. So I'm just gonna go a bit down. And why? Because I've got my bottle below. Look at this water bottle. Oh. I'm obsessed with this company. It's called Water Drops. Or Water Drop without yes. They make little cubes, like sugar cubes, but without the sugar. And they have flavors. They have fruity flavors, and not artificial, but like real fruit. You're tasting the real fruit. They're a bit spendy, but I stopped drinking enough. And now I drink more than enough, because I get 3 bottles of these a day in. So yeah, 3 bottles of these a day. So I'm gonna take a little sip. This one actually tastes like a sweet, a candy I used to eat. It's a Vibe. They come in these little boxes. I love them. And they're awesome. But it tastes like sweet, and I still haven't figured out what it is, but it's citrusy with mint and rosemary. And they're very small, but these are the cubes. So if you want to, they ship worldwide. They're awesome. If you want to drink more water, get those. Love them, love them, love them. So let's start with finishes, because I do have a couple. And they're on my side, so I'm gonna go to the side. And I actually missed one, but we're just gonna skip that one. It's okay. I think I did show you that one. All right. You might have seen this one before. It is a kit I bought, and it is a design by Marilyn Basten, and I actually finished it. I haven't ironed anything, so I'm sorry for that, but this is it. It's done. It's a heart of flowers. I'm loving it. I messed up big time on multiple occasions. Like this butterfly, this wing is too short. This isn't matching. I fudged up the center there. So yeah, but to show you, this was one of the first larger pieces I did. Look at the back. I think you can clearly see where I started cross stitching and when I didn't, because this side, it's all carrying threads all over the place, and these are pretty neat. So yeah, I did make some progress. I don't care about the backs. I think I will never do anything with this piece. I might just get it framed. I'm not sure, but it turned out pretty good, so I'm happy with that. So finish number 4. First finish, not finish number 4. Then I have been working on a Christmas piece. You're gonna see a theme. Apparently I even though I do not like Christmas, I do like Christmas stitching. Don't ask me why, but this is a lovely, 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 lovely piece. Merry Christmas. It's stitched in two colors of DMC. It was a kit. I zipped out the floss that came with it and I just used the DMC. And it's on 20 count Ada. And I'm loving this. So this I'm gonna frame. I'm gonna frame and put it in my office during Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna. Then I need to pick up this pattern over there. Yes, it's a big pile today. But at Christmas I got a grab bag. I did the Sooty Day advent calendar, and I got a Christmas gift, a Christmas start pack. And I got this uber cute small Christmas in the Round by JBW Designs, and I love it. It's tiny. It is 66 by 64, and I'm loving it. I loved stitching it, and they gave me my very first silks. They gave me Dinky Dye silks. It's very hard to get Dinky Dye silks in the Netherlands. No, it's not even fun. This is Heartthrob, and it has a very slight variegation in it. It's on a card, and it's just on the ring because this is gonna be my ring for silks I've got on these cards. Oh, and these cards were also a Christmas gift from the same company I got this from. Annemiek from the Handwerk Boutique. Love it. So I'm very happy I got all of those. And we need to place them to the sides because I've got it finished. I haven't fully finished it. I'm not fully finishing anything at the moment. I'm just stitching. But if I pull the fabric in like this, you can see. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. It's very small. It's my very first piece I finished using variegated threads. And yes, I messed up somewhere. I don't know where. I messed up somewhere, but I'm loving it. And I'm gonna get all the fabrics to the back because I've managed to get it centered. And then it's gonna go somewhere for Christmas. Yeah. So this year I'm gonna decorate for Christmas because I never decorate for Christmas. This year I'm gonna. So another finish. And then this one I love. I love this piece. I did the Turkey Styles Cell Stitch Along by Peppermint Purple. So Cell is Stitch Along. It is gorgeous. And I just dropped another of my finishes. But okay. Look at this. So this is done on just 14 count white Ada. It used to be stiff. I've worked on it so much that it's very subtle at the moment. But look at these tiles. Oh my God, I'm loving this. I am loving this piece. And it's done just in time because I promised this to one of my colleagues, but I'm loving it so much that I might stitch it again. I don't know which colors I used because I've got a huge stash. Yeah, I just went through it again. I'm a bit ashamed, but I bought threads from the thrift store or Craigslist or anything, whatever you want to call it. It's old threads people didn't use anymore, and they weren't numbered, and I just picked 3 that looked good. And yeah, so that's the piece. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So I need to get this washed out a bit, just soak it slightly, and then I'm gonna give it to my friend, old colleague, and we're gonna have a get together pretty soon. And it's with pain in my heart that I'm gonna say goodbye to this piece. I think I've got more than 100 hours into this piece, so yeah, it's gonna hurt. Then around Christmas I started the Historische Stickmuster Shooting Star cell, which is hosted on the Silk app. I use the code for DMCs, and I'm really hoping they're gonna do another one this year. And it is on a mystery floss. This is the back, so don't look at that. And this is how far I've gotten. So I need to do another row of these blocks there and one more there. So I need 7 more blocks and then I'm done. And this was one of the fabrics I picked up at the same site. So just, I don't know what kind of fabric, I don't know which count it is, but I'm gonna use it, and I've got a whole lot left. And I like stitching on it. It looks very natural. And at first I wasn't sure about this color orange. It looked a bit too bright, but it's growing on me and I'm not gonna rip it out. But it is so pretty and it's such a fun stitch. Love using the Silk app. So I'm keeping my eyes open for next year's, well, this year's stitch along from the Historische Stickmuster, because I love stitching these pieces. It's so soothing. I do the squiggly parts, so the squiggly parts, the light pink and the stars first, like here. So I just do all of those, and then I just need to pick a good floss tuber, put it on, and just fill in the block. Once I know the borders, the rest is just filling. So it goes pretty fast, and I've been binging Michelle Bendy over the past days while stitching. So that's one of my whips. And how I organize my whips, I've got a random chooser wheel thingy, kind of stuff thingy, you know, the wheel that spins. And I've got all my whips on there. I also have Start New Kit, which then has me spin another wheel, because I've got all the kits I own in a wheel, and I believe it's around 30 kits I own. So yeah, I might need to do some of those, just maybe. But yeah, so I've got many kits. I've got some projects kitted up, so that's also another part of the wheel. And then I have kitted up a new pattern, because there are many patterns that I love, for which I do not have the specialty threads or the fabric, or so I can do that. It's gonna spin slowly after a while, because there's gonna be more whips. I'm spinning daily, so there are gonna be more whips, and the chance of getting new is smaller. That's the math, and I think I'm correct. Then I found a new obsession. For those of you who do not know, I love Harry Potter, and I found this book sleeve, and it is by Books Art Liberty, and it is a Weasley sweater pattern. It's pretty small. It's large enough to get your fabric in. It has a little button there. I love it. It's padded, so I'm really hoping that she can make them a bit larger, because I can't put a full pattern in there, but at least it can hold my flosses and my fabric, and in some cases also the pattern. And actually the person who makes these bags, lives close to me. Well, close in relative terms, it's a 30-minute drive, but that's close. And even though I love the Love You More book sleeves, shipping them from the US when I have someone who makes them locally, I'm gonna use those made locally. It's Books Art Liberty, and she's on Etsy, and she's on holiday at the moment, but when she's back I'm gonna order some more. So this is the first one, and in this one I have my Christmas Advent stitch along, for which I also got all the threads, and these were in the Advent, so these are all weeks and one DMC. And I'm loving these, thinking they're gorgeous. Haven't worked on this in ages, but, and it's also a fabric I do not know which one, because it came in the kit. I do not know. I have no idea. It's a 32 count. That's all I can tell you. And this is how far I'm at the moment. So yeah. I need to go all the way over here. There are some more houses, and then I need to do all the elves and Santa and his sled. So yeah, I'm not even at a quarter at the moment. But it's pretty. I'm really loving it. As you might see, I still need to practice using overdyed flosses, but oh well, I'm okay with it. And it's my project, so no issues there. So let's fold this. Let's fold it, fold it, fold it. And I'm just folding it like this, then it fits in the sleeve. So it's, I think it's best for smaller projects, but oh well, it works. If it fits, it sits. Put the band back. Ta-da! It's not falling out, and I'm loving these. So awesome. Then I've got one of my oldest whips. Actually, the first sale I joined. This is the Home for Christmas sale by Fuzzy Fox Designs. It was last year's sale she had. And somehow I just stopped working on it. But this is how far I've gotten. And I actually lost the rest of the pattern. Would you believe it? So I had to reprint everything. Because I do love working off my paper patterns. There's some beads in there. I subbed in some gold thread as well. And yeah, I love it. It's very cute. And I'm so close, because all I need to do, all famous words, all I need to do is finish this house, the 4 houses there, and then Home for Christmas, and some more beading. Nothing, so nothing left. yeah. But it's on the board, so maybe it will be spun today. Maybe. I wouldn't mind getting this spun. This is, I call it Christmas Owls. Well, luckily it's also the name of the pattern. Somehow it got wet, so it's a bit crinkly up there. And it's by Madame Chantilly. And it's so cute. I love owls. I think this is cute and adorable. Also, I haven't worked on this in ages. It is charted in DMC, and she asked for, let me check, because I think I got the fabric it needed. Yes, it's natural linen, 36 count Swigart. I don't think I started on 36, but I started on 32 because it was the first piece of me stitching on linen, and this is what I've got done. So yeah, needs a lot of work, but it looks cute. I think that's gonna be the theme of the month of today's video. You looks cute, but haven't done anything in ages. Oh well. And then this is the most, it went okay. I'm okay. Each time I'm upset, do you remember the little kid in the Minion Halloween suit who falls over and then just squeals, I'm okay? Yeah, love that. Each time I feel bad, I just watch that. This whip I'm so embarrassed by. I joined Stitch Enemy's winter sale. It's on a 16 count Riviera Aqua by Perman of Copenhagen, Ada. And this is all I've got done. Yeah. So, awesome start on this. Awesome. I really need to zoom in and you can see my tripod standing there. So yeah, it's a whip because there are stitches on it. I'm pretty sure I even messed up these stitches, so I need to check them out. And I've got my fabric holded back with bobbin pins. So it's a huge piece of fabric, and I believe it's gonna be this wide and long. So yeah. Then I'm working on a hot choc mouse. So this mouse who's stirring his hot chocolate. It's on Ada. I believe this is 14 count. Looks like 14 count. It's a kit. It's one of the many kits. I stopped buying kits a while ago. Well, I stopped buying the very cheap kits, but I have a lot of them. So I am gonna stitch them because I'm not gonna throw them away. And this is, it goes up like this. So I'm doing, this is the body and this is the start of the candy cane. Yeah. So apparently I've got a lot of whips without any stitches or hardly any stitches on it. Well, all right. My shooting star sale and my Christmas home for Christmas sale and the other sale, there are a lot of stitches in, but I'm not close to a finish on any of them at the moment. Well, I'm close to a finish if I'm just gonna binge it, but what's the fun in that? Then I love doing these little kits that come in the cross stitcher. I make each and every single one of them, and let me pick up this one because this was the other one, my other finish I dropped. But I love doing these, and so I'm making this teacup, and yeah, love doing those. I even list those as kits in my kit wheel, and yeah, it's these go pretty fast because they're very small, but don't mind the threads and everything because I just put everything in the little plasticky, but this is how far I've gotten. Yeah, it's a theme today. It's a theme, but in my defense, I had a lot of work done on shooting stars. I did lose my stitching mojo. So, and if you're gonna judge, just judge. I don't care. I'm happy that I'm good enough to film again, so I'm good. And then my second sleeve. Oh, I told you I was a Harry Potter fan. It's Dobby. Dobby with a sock, and the back's all small Dobbies. And this is actually, I slipped in the paper. This is actually the 10th anniversary Stitch Along mystery sampler. It's designed by Twin Peaks Primitive. It's the same store and the same designers as my Christmas houses with Dear Advent I did. And the store got its 10-year anniversary this year. And I just went on their site to get a piece of fabric, and then I saw this sale and I joined. But the good thing, the pattern is gonna be huge. It's gonna be 262 stitches wide and kind of the same long. It's my first sampler, so that's also but the pattern, the proceeds for the pattern, they go to Tesselschade Arbeid Adelt. It's a Dutch charity, and they provide women with funds to start their own business. And back in the days, because it's an old charity, they started with giving women a possibility to do their handworking, so their sewing, their knitting, their crocheting, embroidery, cross stitch, handmade lace. They provided with a position, place and supplies, so they could start their own business and make money off of it. I'm always a big supporter of any foundation thingamabob that supports women. Yeah, sorry, my English, it's just not going. So I got the thread pack in DMC's. So I just got those 3 days ago, and I worked from 8 till 10 yesterday. I had a shift yesterday, so I'm off today. But yeah, so it's not much. It's not much. And these are the 4 colors I've used so far. And this is stitched on a 32 count light mocha. And I'm starting on the border, and so this is half of it. So yeah, I'm starting on the border, and I actually messed up this flower in like, I forgot a stitch there, and then everything was off. And no, I wasn't gonna fudge it so soon so soon after starting it. But so far I'm loving the colors. It looks very antique-y. It seems to have so they have released this, so up to there, and then the other side as well. So it's gonna be pretty wide, and I'm just gonna do this first and then move the Q-snap. But it's pretty, and just in DMC's, so loving it. And those are all the whips that are on the board or on the wheel at the moment. Not much, I know, not many. English, I can do it, I can do it. So yeah, but look, it's just a joy to get Dobby out. Still working on this, but okay, there we go. So that's Dobby, loving him. Removing that one. Are you sitting down? Because we're only 33 minutes in. Yeah, all right, I did a little rant slash explaining slash telling you that this stuff is awesome. I actually have 2 of these, because when you track your fluid intake during the day, you will get points if you get streaks. And with these points, you can get bottles like this pretty one for free. Awesome. So yeah. And then the Holy purchases section of this program today. Because plans, I'm just gonna spin the wheel and see what's coming up. But some plans hang closely to what I bought, because I got a very simple piece of linen, and I'm gonna stitch my Suit Day Christmas stitch along on this. It's designed this year by Jardin Privé, and it's gonna be very skinny, but it's gonna be long. And I'm gonna stitch it in the call for DMCs. I was too late to get the Advent this year, so I'm gonna do it like this. But I do love Jardin Privé. I do have some of their patterns. Sorry, English. Then I want to start the Stitch On Me Halloween sale, and it called for Ada in the colorway Rustico. So I got a big piece of this. This is 18 count. Why did I choose 18 count? Well, I just wanted to use my DMC flosses, which I had on stash, so I didn't want to buy anything. And apparently I had all the called for colors, so yeah. But I love this look, and I have multiple projects that I want to stitch on this. So monochromatic Christmas pieces, other stuff, and it's just a great base. So yeah, I think I got a 110 by 70 piece. So, and this is just half of it. Yes, I got a pretty big amount of flosses, fabric. Then, before I stopped filming, I ordered some XU Designs silks. I'm not gonna pull them out because they're in my silk keeping baggy thingy. But I also ordered Hard Stitch Designs fabric bonbons, and these are the odd cuts. She's a fabric dyer from Italy, and she offers bonbons. You can choose Ada, even weave, or linen, and I got the even weave variety, and I got the color mix. You can either choose the greens. You can really pick them all. You get 4 of them. They're at least 16 centimeters by 16 centimeters, going up to 50 by 50. And I don't get the counts on this, so I need to count them. And I lost one of my names, but I believe this is Champagne. And there's some pretty big pieces in there. So this is just a very light, oh, and these smell so good. They smell like vanilla. Oh, just a very simple piece, antique looking, loving this. And 4 of these cost 24 euros. With shipping it comes to 30. And I think it's a pretty good deal to get some, because this is 20 by 20, I believe. Yes, it's 20 by 20. So this is one of the smaller pieces, but it's great for these small projects, and loving it. And it smells so good. And they come with these cutesy ribbons. Oh. So I'm not gonna refold them. This is Ocean. This is one of the larger pieces I got. And it's this very light muddled green. Look at that. And it's very crinkly, I know, because that's the way it was folded. So green. And this piece is a tad larger. So I'm gonna say 25 by 20. But you can fit a cutesy project on there. And these are the offcuts of her normal fabrics. So I think it's ideal if you want to try out her fabrics. So that's that one. Then I got Auburn Etamine. It's a bit extreme for me, meaning I have no idea what I'm gonna stitch on this. This is also a smaller piece, but it is gorgeous. It's almost, I think this calls for a monochromatic piece. It is gorgeous. It is a bit over modeled to my liking, and it's a bit dark. But look at that. It is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm gonna figure something out to put on this. I have no idea, but it's cute. I'm gonna call everything cute today. It's gonna be a word. It's gonna be a word. And it's great to get some stash. And then I got Lemon Lime. Yeah, it's gonna be bright yellow and green. So it's very slim, but it's a bit longer. And yeah, I believe these offcuts, if you want to do a quick ornament, something like that, it's great to get them. And then you know how the fabric actually looks like. So what the fabric actually looks like. So if you want to buy the bigger piece, I would not buy this because it's too muddled. But now I have it and I want to use it. So yes, love it, love it, love it. Need to get my card, otherwise my brain is gonna stop. So yeah, those were the fabrics I got in. Nothing too fancy. I'm eyeing something I'm not gonna tell you. And then I went a bit crazy. In my defense, I just picked up a grab bag of patterns, which cost me around 30 euros. And I believe I got enough patterns, and I think I got 4 times the worth of the bag. So it was an amazing deal. And this is the amount of patterns that came in that deal, in that grab bag. So I got a little Bent Creek, the Irish cottage. Then I got Hands on Design, a little cottage as well. This is little Irish cottage and this is little cottage. So cutie projects. Then I got this and the pink needle, and it's a sampler with sewing accoutrement. It's huge. Well, it's 229 by 240, and it's not my cup of tea. So I'm not going to be stitching that, but it's maybe when I'm older I might do it, but at the moment no. But if you want it, let me know. Then I got this thistle pattern. It's Blackbirds Waiting, Halloween, pumpkins, crows. It's charted in Gentle Art, but it's also a conversion to DMC. So I'm very happy with that. Wouldn't have picked it, and that's the fun part of this grab bag. Most things I wouldn't have picked. Like this Nuit Étoile, little birds, stars, Christmas themed again. It's by Jardin Privé. And it is done in DMC. It isn't as big. It's only 123 by 124. So it's cutesy, and it calls for I think it's called for the diamond variety. Then I got another Jardin. This says Jardin Privé. Yes, it's Jardin Privé, and this is also Jardin Privé. It's Compagnie du Mouton, and this, maybe I should do this on this, but I'm not sure. I need to pull the flosses, which luckily for me are in DMC, and it's on mocha linen, the fabric. I might sub that out. I might find something in the stash. But cutesy, a house, an alphabet, and sheep. Sheep, lots of sheepies. Then I got a sampler by Pineberry Lane, and this is Mary Edmondson, and it's cute, and I haven't done a sampler yet. So this is a reproduction. The original is in the back, and it's pretty small. It's 113 by 116, and it's stitched on 30 count R&R reproductions linen. If there's one thing impossible to get in the Netherlands without going overboard on shipping, it's R&R reproduction. So I'm just gonna look it up and find a good match somewhere else in Europe. But yeah, so I got this one in the package well. And then I got a design by With Thy Needle and Thread, and it's the O Christmas tree, and it's hard to see because of the glare, but there's a Christmas tree and they made it into this little bag. It's also a small piece, only 82 by 65. Charted in DMC. On 32 counts. Well, I can do that. I could definitely do that. It's gonna be a quick stitch. Like I said, I need to start spinning the wheel and do stuff. Then I got Fragments in Time by Summer House. Very small, very quick stitch. And it's cutesy. One I wouldn't have picked as well by, and I'm gonna, it's by Frony Fritters Designs. Yeah, definitely. Stay Cool, My Friend. I can definitely get this on there because it's charged in DMC, and it is 36 by 50 stitches, which, just like this, a lot of DMC. You couldn't see, you saw the pattern, but you couldn't stitch from it. But I'm gonna keep these together because, yeah, maybe. Then I got this by Renato Parolin, Christmas scenes with sheep. I actually love this designer, but I wouldn't have picked this pattern, but now I've got it, I might actually stitch it. I have no idea what it's called for, and it looks kind of big. But it just went into the pattern stash. And then I've got this one, and this, no. This was the only one I actually said, never gonna stitch it. Never, 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 never. I've got one maybe, and the rest is all cute. But this, no. It looks something out of the 80s. But given horse and stuff, the pack, it was 4 times, the worth was 4 times of what I paid, so I'm okay with it. It was awesome. But then I started stitching again, and then I started watching Flosstube again, and whoop, I ordered stuff. Well, I needed to order. So apparently my phone is filled up. I didn't have any space left, so it cut off. Luckily I saw it. But I was telling you that, yeah, I watched Flosstube, and then you know what happens. You need fabric. You go in the store. First of all, I bought a sampler stitch along that I wasn't gonna buy because I didn't know it existed. I'm very happy I did though, but you know what happens. And then I saw this design by Heartstring Sampling. C is for coffee. Cutesy cutesy pattern, only 80 by 80. Cutesy cutesy. Love it. So this one just went whoop in the bag, and it came with the rest. And then I saw a post somewhere that Borduurblad, it's the Dutch cross-stitch magazine, they also have a store. They were having a sale, and you know what happens when stores have a sale. So I went on there, of course, just to look. I wasn't gonna buy, sure. So I found this Quaker by Stick-Ideen van der Wienburg. Luckily it is charted in DMC. It's huge. It's 375 by 255. It's huge, and I got that a great discount. So it just went into the stash. Then by the same company I saw this Quaker. Oh, it's called a spot sampler, this one. And I got it because my original, my true name isn't Didi, sorry. It's just the name I'm using because I can't have people finding out. Well, it's just because of my work stuff, you know. So, but my real initials are R and S, literally like this. So the sampler is made for me. It's done monochrome, and I'm gonna do it in a red. So, awesome, love it. So yeah, I got those two patterns. They're both huge, but they were in great price, and I love them, so they went. I have been watching a lot of Flosstube Restart as well, and she is on this huge Caroline Manning Designs kick. Without knowing, I bought one as well. I just saw the picture, didn't know the designer, but I loved this. It is so pretty, and it is charted in DMC, which I love. So I do not mind over dyed threads, but they're pricey and they're hard to get, and I've got a lot of DMC, so this is good for me. It's huge, but it's definitely gonna be kitted up, and I'm gonna see. Pretty, love this. And then I found this very cute pattern by Rovaris, and it's old school. It's on photo paper, it's loose. 3 hearts, monochromatic, and I thought, so cute. It cost me not even €3 to get this pattern. I must say it's a bit hard to read, the pattern, but I'm gonna manage. As in, there are a lot of just tiny dots, and it's gonna be hard to read, but it's cute. It's 2 28 by 73. So cute pattern, love it. That was just because, well, not even €3. And then I saw a kit, because I love kits, because they come with fabric and I don't need to think about what to do and what to get. I saw the Folk Art Peacock, a kit by the Stitching Company, and I said, well, very pretty design. Love the design. Cute, cute, cute. I hadn't looked pretty good. I just thought it was cute. I thought it was in multiple colors. Apparently, it is stitched in an overdyed floss from the Water Lilies collection by Karen. And can you see this? It has blues, it has grays, it has oranges and reds, and so that's gonna be pretty. It's called Prairie Fire. Very pretty. And then they supplement it. Well, the other color is gonna be a Venus, a skein of Venus. I never use Venus. I always use DMC, but it's Venus. And look at this. Looky, pretty. This is gonna be so pretty. And the thing that happened yesterday happened again. I stuck it to my bag in the way that it actually ripped off this part, which said it is on a 32 count antique white, which is also in the kit. And there's also a needle in there, a good needle. So yeah, loving this kit. Wouldn't mind having this pulled. And I actually went online and searched for more, but they didn't have more on sale at the moment. So yeah, love this. Love this, love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, and then about Borduurblad, because I have my kitted up flosses, as in I pulled the flosses and put them in a baggie, Ziploc baggie, and write down what I want to stitch with it. I have a few of those kitted up. And then I found a booklet, Borduurblad, and it was the first one I got. It had an amazing flowery Christmas tree. Loved it. I wanted to stitch it, but it was on linen and I wasn't stitching. You know how it goes. So I put it off. And this magazine gives you the patterns on a loose pattern paper. So you put it out of the middle and it gets separated from the booklet itself, the magazine itself. I lost the pattern for the Christmas flower tree thingy. And I already looked on the site and I could reorder it. Somehow, it was my lucky day. It was my lucky day because free of charge, I got the exact issue that I needed to get the chart. Because the charts, all the charts are on this folding paper. And it is this tree that I want to stitch. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, somehow the stitchy gods heard me and I got it. So overall, I think this is an hour-long floss tube, and trust me, it's not going to be this long each and every single time. I do not know when this is going to be uploaded. I do know that I did enjoy filming it again, and I hope you enjoyed watching me and hearing me ramble. And let's just say the weather is still It is mid-August. It feels like autumn already, or spring. We kind of went from winter to blech, blech. We had a couple of warm days and then blech again. That's the weather at the moment. So pretty good stitchy weather. So I'm gonna try to film a floss tube every 2 weeks, but don't hold me to it because I do have a life. As in, I'm not gonna put any pressure on me. I do enjoy filming this, so we'll see. At least you'll have an explanation why I stopped showing up. I stopped crafting. I'm crafting again. I'm doing good, so I thought I owed you that explanation at least, and I really hope you enjoyed this rambling video. I will see you whenever, if ever, but you can always find me on Instagram. I'm Dutch Duck Diamond Painting on Instagram, so look it up, follow me there. I'm still alive. I'm good. Bye bye.